Jamie Vardy, a Premier League legend, who called an end to his decorated Leicester career at the end of the season. The Premier League winner looks to begin a new chapter in his career as he searches for his next team. And could it be Rangers? When the Englishman announced his departure from the relegated side, rumours circulated, and Rangers and Celtic were two clubs considered. Days passed and rumours died down. However, it seems talk between Vardy and Rangers has picked up again. So, will Rangers sign Jamie Vardy? We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, the departures of Barry Ferguson, Neil McCann, Billy Dodds and Alan McGregor from their coaching roles at Rangers were confirmed yesterday, although one notable backroom figure remains at the club. Indeed, Issam Sharai is still at Ibrox. The Moroccan coach, who joined Rangers under Philippe Clement, signed a 3.5-year deal in January. Sharai was initially appointed as the men's first team assistant manager. It remains to be seen what his role will be under the new boss, whoever it may be. Rangers are still on the hunt for a permanent successor to Clement. Chief Executive Officer Patrick Stewart recently provided an update on the search for a new manager after Ferguson's exit. The club, and I am sure all our supporters, will be forever grateful to Barry for stepping up and taking on the role of head coach, he said. He and his staff have performed admirably amongst some trying circumstances and achieved some excellent results along the way. Barry, Neil, Billy and Alan all had distinguished playing careers with Rangers, and they have all enhanced their standing with the club for their work since February. The reception they received at Ibrox on Wednesday night was fully merited, and I know meant so much to Barry and his team. The search for our new head coach is progressing well, and we look forward to concluding our process in the coming period. Now, in some huge Jamie Vardy to Rangers news, Ali McCoist would take Jamie Vardy at Rangers in 2 minutes, but reckons the veteran striker already has a new club lined up. Vardy made his 500th Leicester appearance over the weekend, scoring his 200th goal for the club in his final home game. City defeated Ipswich Town by 2-0, although they will be playing Championship football next season after their relegation was confirmed last month. Vardy announced 3 weeks ago that he would leave Leicester this summer after 13 years at the club. McCoist delivered his verdict on a potential Ibrox switch for the 38-year-old, although he outlined his feeling that his future is already sewn up. Something tells me that he has got something organised, whether it is America or another club. I think he will have something organised, he said. We were in discussion yesterday, me and my Rangers mates. I would take him in 2 minutes at Rangers, I really would. It remains to be seen who will be in charge of Rangers next season. The club confirmed on Sunday that Barry Ferguson won't get the permanent gig after an interim spell as head coach. A statement read, "Everyone at Rangers Football Club would like to pass on their heartfelt thanks to Barry Ferguson and his staff, with yesterday's game at Hibernian being their final match in charge." Club legend Ferguson answered the call in the club's hour of need back in February and has overseen several memorable moments during his time in charge, not least progression to the quarter-finals of the UEFA Europa League and a terrific victory at Parkhead. A Hall of Fame member, Ferguson will now leave this role along with Neil McCann, Billy Dodds and Alan McGregor, with enormous gratitude and best wishes of everyone at Ibrox for their efforts in these last few months. In other news, Lyle Cameron signed off from Dundee by scoring a double to secure their Premiership safety, and immediately began to look ahead to his move to Rangers. Earlier this year, the midfielder signed a pre-contract to sign for Rangers at the end of the season, but has continued to give everything for the Dens Park cause. That culminated in being the final day hero, putting the day one up on St Johnstone with a fine strike before adding a late penalty. That meant Ross County, who drew with Motherwell, couldn't have overtaken them regardless. Cameron will now get a break of just over a month before joining up with his new Rangers teammates for pre-season on June 23rd, and won't be required to play in a two-legged playoff against Livingston to ensure Dundee's safety. He is very much looking forward to becoming a light blues player and the challenge of playing for a massive club. He told the media post-match, "It's an unknown, but it's a challenge, and I'm really looking forward to going somewhere different and challenging myself at a higher level. I accept that I'm going from one of the smaller teams in the country to the biggest, so it's not going to be easy, and I'm going to have to work hard for my spot in the team." Cameron points out he stuck to his promise of continuing to give everything for Dundee after his departure was confirmed, and says he has even been playing through injuries. "I kept going on when I signed for Rangers that I'd still be fully committed to Dundee," he added. "I understand people had their doubts about that. I wouldn't really expect anything less because I'm moving on at the end of the season. But I've been playing with niggles that I probably shouldn't have been given the situation I'm in. That just shows how much I wanted to leave Dundee in as good a position as possible. The club itself and the fans did a lot for me in the last 3 years, so I wanted to give them all I could. I'm glad that was enough to keep us up." In other news, Nico Raskin insists he is really happy at Rangers as transfer speculation mounts about his future ahead of the summer window. The Belgian midfielder, 24, has been his club's standout player in a disappointing season, while also becoming a full Belgian international earlier this year. Now, as Raskin enters the final 2 years of his deal, the discussion about where he could end up next season is increasing. Rangers are likely to sell a player this summer, despite the US-backed takeover nearing completion. Ambitions of becoming a regular player trading club are reliant on moving players on at peak value, something that hasn't always been achieved in recent seasons. "Look, I've been enjoying myself this season, and it's not so often that you can enjoy yourself in a club," Raskin said, speaking after a 2-2 draw with Hibs at Easter Road. "I'm really happy here. I've got 2 more seasons in my contract, so as long as the club wants me, I'll be here and then we'll see what happens." After a disjointed pre-season in which he suffered an injury, it looked like Raskin may never make the grade at Ibrox despite his obvious quality. After finally being handed a chance by former boss Philippe Clement in October, the man signed from Standard Liège has become the cornerstone of this side. Asked what has brought out the best in him, Raskin continued, "I just had a run of games to be fair, so I could enjoy. And listen, it's also been a matter of confidence. When you go on the pitch and you know you can lose one ball without being taken off, you feel better, you feel freer to go and try things, and then I just feel so good in the team, you know, with the other boys and the connection I have. So it's just, I've been really happy this season. Yeah, of course I can improve. Physically I can be better. I can improve so I can go forward and run back at the same intensity. Sometimes if I go forward, I'm a bit tired to go back. But you know, it's the end of the season. It's been a long season for us, especially when you're not so successful. It just feels even tougher than when you just win every week. Now it's just going to be the time to relax a bit and prepare next season correctly." But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.